Thank you, sir.
No problem.
You betcha. All right, welcome back to our wrap up on our 95 Desolate equipped OJ Bronco. All right, so we're all finished up with the Bronco, and we have got our methods. We've got our 35-inch 1250-17 Nitto Trail Grapplers. The methods are 703s bead grip series. As you guys can see underneath, we got the full Desolate Stage 2 suspension kit in the front. Radius arms, 4-inch lift coils with the cut and turn on the TTBs, 456 gears, Detroit True Tracks, front and rear, chromoly axles in the back. Rear axle has been trussed. The leafs are from Deaver. We've got the torsion style sway bar in, of course, all Heim joints in the front end. Double Fox 2.0s in the rear, single 2.0s with resis in the back. 456 geared with a True Track in the back. Everything has been nut and bolted. We have repainted the frame. We have gone over this thing with a fine-tooth comb. It's got a set of headers on it, and we custom built a Y pipe and an exhaust system that you're going to see in this episode. And in the back, we've got, of course, matching full-size spare. This one does have the 35-gallon fuel tank, roughly 35-gallon fuel tank from the factory. Interior mods, we pretty much left the inside alone, didn't do anything there, but all the steering linkage is new, the body mounts are new, all the hardware from the frame down is all been replaced. Got a 9,000 pound winch under the hood. This one, nothing super special, but it is a Lightning motor from the 93 to 96 Lightning. So it is rated at, I think, 305 horse and a little more torque instead of the standard 351. K&N intake, and over here we've got the Desolate Saginaw power steering conversion. In conjunction with that, we put a trans cooler in for a power steering cooler, so we can make sure that the power steering pump lives a long and happy life. And there's literally nothing on this thing under the frame that we haven't touched. And it's got the skid plate on the transfer case. Put some cool underhood lights up here. Those are KC Cyclones. We got our cool Dancing Girl party lights. All in all, this thing has been a total blast to build. Putting together something that's jumpable always just kind of gets my jollies going. And this thing is pretty much jumpable more than once. You probably don't want to go huck and whoops with it, but there's not a railroad track in Texas that this thing can't handle, that's for sure. So it is the Dirtilac now. It rides so smooth, it's nice and quiet. Man, the wheel bearings have been repacked, all the U-joints have been replaced, all the drive lines have been rebalanced. There's just not much we haven't touched as far as the chassis and suspension goes. So customer's still going to put a stereo in it, get it retinted, and this is his driving across country to go hunt sheep and elk and do all that fun stuff with, and we are very, very happy to have helped. So if there's anything we can do for you in the world of Broncos, we are the North Texas dealer for Desolate, and they build a quality product. We really like working with them, and they've been great to deal with on the projects that we've done. One final reminder, if you wind up with a funky belt squeal, go back to square one. Don't just spend a bunch of time chasing your tail. Look at routing and alignment. Lesson learned. Happens to the best of us. Thanks for watching, and check out the rest of the episode, and check out our other videos. We sure appreciate it. Thank you.
Click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like more content, follow social media at CodyCrafted on Instagram.
Alright, Clint and I have been chipping away on mocking up this Y-pipe section. Looks like we're able to get it out in one piece. We've think there, Clint?
Yep, I think it'll work.
Think it'll work? I think it'll work. All right, so we got some flangy boys, and we got some pipey boys, and we got a Flowmaster Y Scavenger, and then, you know, we got some tacks and some weld. And so anyway, so I'm gonna put my shirt on and sweat some more because it's like 103 and it's not hot enough. Yeah, so, but we got to interfere with all of this. It's got to go there and then turn this way and then go up through here, and then we got to go past the shock, and he wants it out the right corner over here, so it's got to go over and up between the drive shaft and the shock, and then it's got to make a turn over here and then back this way, and then it's got to go out the corner because the back window rolls down, and since the back window rolls down, he's worried about fumes. All right, you guys have seen this one before. This is the same muffler we put on that red Chevy C10. Enforcer 2, part number 3806. And this is also the same muffler we put on Jay's bus for Bahio sunglasses. I like them. If you want it relatively quiet but not stock, I think it's a good one. Anyways, I'm gonna get my weld on and we'll shoot you some montage-y goodness. And yeah, we'll be back for the next section. All right, guys, so it's now the next morning and Garrett is getting his grind on, and you guys can see our Y pipe. We are gonna have to pull it back off, and clearance right in here. Probably gonna have to dent this a little bit, just the way that outlet, plus we're running 2.5 instead of 2-inch like the factory was, or 2 1/4. I may kick this off to the side so it's not pointed closer to the shock, but we've got a good, there's like 10 inches between our cutout or our dump and the shock here. Plus, if you look at the level, it's actually, that's about straight. It's actually below the level of the body of the shock. So your exhaust gases are going to hit the shaft a little bit, but I'm not super concerned with that. The other thing I was worried about was heating the fuel tank by running the exhaust through there, and hot fuel is actually really detrimental to horsepower. So we're going to snug up the body mounts now that we got it back on the ground, put the interior back together. But first, we're going to light it up. We're going to light it up and see how it sounds. She's not silent. That's what I was telling you guys about these mufflers. They sound better than stock, but they're not obtrusive. I guess let's see how the drone situation is, huh? See, they sound good at idle, but they're like quiet going down the road.
Yep, it's not too loud.
Yeah, you barely hear it. That muffler's not like the most free-flowing thing in the world, but it's got a large volume. I like it.
It's not too loud, not real drony.
And you know, you drive a WRX with a sewer pipe.
Yep, straight 3-inch turbo back.
Straight 3-inch turbo back.
Yeah.
With like a resonator, right?
Resonator,
or
2 mufflers.
Two glass packs, basically.
Yep, no cats.
They're big. What do you think? Should we go down the service road?
Make a loop, don't matter.
Make a loop? Did you bring your phone?
No.
Me neither.
Oh well, we don't need it. We'll just say we don't need it.
We're committed. Let's do the... Oh, back windows aren't rolling up.
Tires are louder than the exhaust is.
Yep. You see, it drives pretty straight. We haven't been aligned yet, so. How about that no front swing bar?
A little soft.
Well, she rides like a champ, though.
Yeah, right smooth.
God, it's smooth.
Like a Cadillac.
Dude, I'm telling you. Alright guys, let's see if y'all can hear any drone on the camera. Shotgun mic's pointed out the back window, or at the back seat. That's 1500 RPM at 50 with like barely leaning into the throttle coming up a hill. If it's gonna drone, it ought to do it right there. I don't think you can hear it at all. I don't think it drones at all. And I also don't think you have to worry about waking up the neighbors. Once we get it aligned, there's a really gnarly dip and some railroad tracks back that way. It's my kind of test run to tell if the shocks are doing what they're supposed to be doing. There's like this foot deep hole that's about 4 feet long only on one side, and it's just like this big impression, and it usually just upsets the hell out of cars, like stock vehicles. But if you got good shocks,